was just a young girl from a poor home, hired as a maid. Life hadn't been easy. My mother was gravely ill and she needed a heart transplant to survive. Every night, after everyone went to bed, I would hear the door creak open. His wife. She would sneak out of the house, leaving me alone with her husband. But before she left, she'd slip me money. She paid me to lie in her place under the covers next to him, pretending to be her while she met with his boss, her lover, the manager at OTEC Company. I didn't have a choice. I was terrified, but she threatened me with losing my job. I needed the money. I needed it for my mother. What could I do? Each night as I laid in that bed, I felt the weight of fear crushing me. Her husband. He was a good man. Hard-working, caring. He was kind to her, completely unaware of the betrayal. He worked long hours, tirelessly providing for her, only to be deceived in the worst way. I couldn't help but feel sorry for him, trapped in this web of lies. But as the days went by, I realized I couldn't live like this. I couldn't keep pretending. One night, just like every other, she left to meet her lover. But this time I couldn't take it anymore. I woke her husband and told him everything. I didn't just tell him, but I had proof. A video I secretly recorded to show him that I wasn't part of her deceit, but a victim just like him. He was shocked, angry, devastated. The woman he loved, the woman he had worked so hard to protect and provide for, had been betraying him all along. But instead of confronting her right away, he decided to play it smart. The next day, he disguised himself as a janitor and went to the office where she met his boss. Hidden in plain sight, he watched as his wife laughed with her lover, mocking him for working so hard while they betrayed him. They didn't recognize him. To them, he was just a janitor beneath their notice. His heart must have been breaking, but he stayed calm. Before leaving, he set up a camera to capture more evidence, then went home and acted like nothing had happened. If you're following the story up to this point, I want to thank you for being here and call you our special guest today. You're truly amazing, and I hope you're enjoying the story so far. If you are, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the notifications so you never miss more thrilling stories like this one. We've got plenty more to share, so stick around for the rest of the story. We both had to play along, keeping up the charade. But his wife, she started to notice something was different. Her husband was paying more attention to me, being more protective. She grew suspicious and confronted me, threatening me again. I pretended not to know anything, playing the scared, obedient maid she expected me to be. Meanwhile, her husband gathered more evidence. When he had enough, he made a plan with the CEO of OTEC, who had no idea his manager was scheming to take over the company. One night, after she left as usual, her husband and the CEO dressed up as janitors and electricians. They entered the office just as she and the boss were discussing their plans to take control of the company. I can only imagine the shock when her husband and the CEO revealed themselves. The betrayal was laid bare in front of her, the lies, the manipulation, everything. She had no words, no escape. The boss, too, was caught red-handed, his ambitions exposed. They had dug their own graves. After that night, my life changed completely. Her husband, my former employer, was there for me through everything. He supported me even when my mother didn't survive the surgery. Her heart couldn't take it, and she passed away during the operation. It was the hardest time of my life, but he stayed by my side, comforting me, helping me through my grief. Eventually we got married, and the man who had been deceived became my partner in life. Together, we rebuilt what was left after the lies. In the end, it was the truth that saved us both, even though it had been painful to uncover. Thank you for sticking with me through this story. I hope it left you thinking about the twists and turns life can take. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss another story. And feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about this tale of betrayal and redemption. See you next time.